Good morning, everyone. This is your girl, Kotiri, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. I'm on my way to work. I finally got a chance to listen to Nicki Minaj diss track against Megan Thee Stallion called Bigfoot. Now, she played a snippet early Friday. Well, no, not early Friday. I'm lying. Friday evening of this song. Now, they said that this, piece of song was already waiting in the chambers for Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm going to say that's a lie. This Bigfoot kind of remind me of Nicki Minaj No Frauds when she took over, basically over a month to respond to Remy Ma Lethal diss track, which was solely for Nicki Minaj. She was not dissing anyone but Nicki Minaj. Her target was Nicki Minaj. And she had to really, think her No Frauds through because that was a song that was already pre-recorded. So basically she just changed the lyrics. Drake and Lil Wayne was already originally on No Frauds, but this was what this Bigfoot song reminds me of, a song that was already pre-recorded. I might have only had that one little diss about her foot and get up on your good foot. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing it for what it really is. Now, I listened to the song three times as I got up early this morning to prepare for work. I got up extra early. You know what I'm saying? Because I was really, I got up around 5 o'clock and I immediately went on YouTube to see if Nicki Minaj had dropped, this song. First, it was supposed to be 3 p.m., I think Pacific time, and she changed it to midnight because that let me know, again, she took this song, whatever the original title of this song was, she had to switch it around. She had to think, change a couple of verses around. She had to think this really, really through, which I feel like she didn't take a lot of time. I also felt like this was going to be regurgitated, basically, things that she was already saying on Twitter and on her social media accounts. I felt like she was going to put a lot of, the things that she was writing online inside this song. You could tell. This is something that she just whipped together really quickly. She didn't take her time and really put it on paper. Y'all say wax. I'm going to say paper, ink, and lead. You can tell. And this is another, in my opinion, L for Nicki Minaj. Because this could have been a lot better. Thank God she didn't ask Drake to be featured on the song, or anybody else that, Megan Thee Stallion took shots at like she did No Frauds. But I'm very disappointed because I felt like if she would have shut her mouth and if she would have really, 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 not gave us, was pouring out her feelings, okay? If she wasn't in her feelings and going on a temper tantrum and a rage on social media, I think that this track could have been a lot better. But she let, social media, the fans, she let people get under her skin when it came down to the Megan's Law. And so she couldn't really focus on this diss track. I felt like it was going to be comical. I know in my other video that I did, part 1 and part 2, because I try to break the video down into 2 sessions because I don't want it to be really long. And plus I post, on my 3 different social media platforms, TikTok. And I know the maximum you can record a video on TikTok is 10 minutes. It can't be longer than that. Then they cut the other part off. So I try to keep my videos, under 10 minutes, even though I wanted to say more. But like I said, I knew that this was going to be comical. It's the way I don't like when she changes, her voice and her tone when she raps. It's like the same thing. It's like her early on music, like I said, it was new to us. We liked it because, like I said, how she'll go in and then she'll start, doing a wordplay and being silly. And this is what I don't like. I feel like when it comes down to this track, it needs to be hardcore. Okay, your voice need to sound like DMX. Remy Ma, you need to really, really, really be into it. I just feel like it was just, she was being funny. I don't feel like it was authentic diss track. And this is how I feel. That's why this song is not going to be a hit. Now, I don't think she's going to expect it to be a hit. Of course, it's going to go viral. It's going to trend because her and Megan Thee Stallion, of course, is going back and forth. But this is not it. I knew she was going to derail on this. And I knew that this was a song that she already had pre-recorded that she probably was going to release, on this Roman, I guess, album she's supposed to be doing, or whatever this Roman thing is called. I feel like this was a regular song and she just switched the verse. That's it. The same thing that she did with No Frauds. So I expected this. I don't know why I thought that she would be different in her approach, because like I said, when she played the snippet, that means you already had this song, this little line of this shot already pre-recorded. I knew it wasn't going to be anything different. She just got in the studio and just like I said, did a lot of talking. She didn't have much to say. And the thing, I'm going to tell you what the problem I had with the diss track Bigfoot. You gave us regurgitated tea that was already spilled. Now, we already know Megan Thee Stallion is an industry whore. That was already established by, Tory Lanez, the baby, allegedly Blueface, and other people, Party, her ex. That was already established. So you taking digs and saying she's a whore, and we already know that. We know her and Kelsey fell out. We know she slept with Kelsey man at the time, Tory Lanez. But Tory Lanez ain't ish either because he really wanted Megan Thee Stallion, but he just settled for Kelsey, let's be honest. And so he went behind Kelsey back and he was, playing and Megan Thee Stallion face and puss. So we already know how these grimy mans do in the industry. We're not surprised. And then here we go back to the mother. That's why I know you have no really solid information. And I don't think you even have receipts that you said that you have on Megan that we already know. That's probably already out here on the streets already. A lot of information, a lot of Megan T and information has already been exposed. What else different that you can tell us? I just think that you gaslighting the people. You trying to make us think and trying to make it, you assuming that you got all this tea and this receipts and that she dares speak against you again, she's going to release them. Release them. Now, you already let us know that, she called Cardi B, a dirty Mexican. See, if you would have not got in your feelings and not went on a manic episode for the past 3 days, this could have been put in a diss track. You already showed your hand once you opened your mouth and went on Twitter and started going in and going off. This should have been a solid diss track. But it's all wasted because you basically was, in your feelings and you was on your high and you were just, baby, going at it. Typing away. Spiraling out of control. How they call it, spiraling. You were spiraling bad. And then you got nerve to bring up this girl mother, who ain't really got no dog in this fight, but irrelevant at the point because the woman is deceased. What value is she's going to bring in this diss track about you talking about her dead mama when she can't defend herself? And neither your husband. I know people take a jab at your husband, but he's living. This is certified. This is court records. You knew this was coming. And like I said, what's really going crazy, you could tell that only line, Megan's Law, is where you press that. But I heard she took other jabs at you with the whole dancing, making R. Kelly go viral. Somebody said something she did a long time ago. You ain't paying attention to that. And we know R. Kelly is a multiple sex offender, pedophile to the 10th power. You know what I'm saying? You only focus on this Megan Law. She really got you upset and spiraling because of this Megan Law. And you supposed to be a queen that's been in the game 15 or 14 years. But you let this young woman who only been in the game, I would say about four years, get you upset and all out of character. We know, Nicki Minaj, you're crazy. We know, you can say some of the darndest things, but I've never seen you get this low, such as talking about somebody's deceased parent. That's how I know that, yeah, you ain't right. You ain't right in the head. That's not even a diss, talking about somebody who's gone. You have, a father that lost his life, unfortunately, due to an accident, hit and run. And you got a nerve. And then the thing what really kills me is that you talking about, your puss is good, but if your puss was good, how come Meek Mill threw you out and left you stranded, according to his ex-friend, and did you dirty and had you crying? Your tea spilleth on this, on YouTube and all over social media too. About you being a little whore. Why about when Quavo came out with Huncho, did a whole little visual mimicking you when you got those little inexpensive Chanel purses you went crazy and was drooling over, made fun of you, made a whole parody about you, and had you in your feelings. You a thought in this industry too. You ain't got top. So how do you think you better than Megan Thee Stallion time by your pussy is good? Honey, obviously it ain't. It ain't. Because you ain't keep Meek Mills. You cheated on Safari. And then you also, sex Quavo. Part of the Migos. And whoever else you might have played with in the industry, allegedly Drake and Lil Wayne. You got, see, that could be spilled too. It's just a nerve. I just was like, girl, at this point, Nicki Minaj, bow out gracefully. You could have kept throwing your subliminals, people like that. You know what I'm saying? You got every right. I give you a C+ for effort. Satisfactory.